Hello? You feel like you didn't draw that 3-character one in an art stream? I didn't? Oh my god. Let me see. Well, first of all, let me know if the audio is okay. Second of all, hi. Third of all, I don't know. I don't know. This wasn't in a stream? I feel like it was in a stream. I feel like I remember drawing that one, the one in the dress on the stream. Maybe you just didn't see it? Or maybe I'm just making it up? I don't know. September was happened to be a month of a lot of drawings, evidently. So I really don't remember anything. But I feel like that was a stream. I feel like I remember drawing that dress and being like, I'm gonna get flagged TOS for it. I think it was like the second stream. Do I have the second one saved? Here, is this one? I don't want to draw lol. Oops, I didn't mean to highlight it. Oh, that's not it. Quick chat in a game. I'm drawing. Is it this one? I'm looking through my highlights on Twitch. No, this is the frog one. Art and chat? Is this the first ever dual? Yeah. Before the barrel girl? What the hell? It's whatever. They're all doodles. It's not like it's anything pertinent. Whatever. Anyway, I am streaming, and we're going to try to draw a thing. Maybe the timey ad joke. Oh. It would have been after the barrel. The one with the pinup, the cartoony pinup one was some point in August. Otherwise, it would have shown up in my September post of art. I think just at the cusp of it, because that's the frog. That's when I drew the frog girl. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'd imagine you're like the only one that cares about the timeline of when my drawings were happening. I saved this coffee tea drink for now, and it tastes like nothing. I think it got watered down. Oh well. Anyway, we are drawing something. I don't know if I'm in the right like mood to really draw, but I figured since I suck at drawing, I was gonna just force myself to draw. I think I always just occasionally get into these funks when it comes to— I don't know what to do with this thing I have in my hand. I'll put it here. I always tend to get into these funks when it comes to my art stuff, where I think after I post something, I feel regret after sharing it. I think it's probably due to like to be completely honest, it probably has to do with not getting enough of a reaction in some cases. Which, I mean, like, I only have myself to blame, because all I do is post it on Blue Sky, and I don't really, like, promote myself anywhere, like, strongly. How do I get out of here? So I really only have myself to blame, but I always tend to complain about things that's totally— I tried watching, like, Twitch streams yesterday, like, various ones or whatever, and I had this issue where it kept, like, buffering. It would go for, like, 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, and then it would just stop, and then like after like 5 seconds it starts back up. It like continues on, and it was constantly happening, and it was like, it made it so infuriating to watch anything on Twitch, so I just stopped watching the thing that I was trying to watch. And I was trying all these like things. I tried watching on YouTube, like live streams, and then those were working fine, and then I was like just doing things on the internet, and it was all working fine. So then, like, when it's just specifically with Twitch. It's just specifically with Twitch that's been causing this issue. So I'm kind of hoping that it fucking gets its shit together, so I can watch Twitch sometimes, because it's not a pleasant way to. Yesterday, but I don't think I can show it because where I last left off, I think there's a naked lady on there, so I can't do it. Or I'll just start something new. What was it? Bump. For a thumbnail for the next Phoenix Wright stream, I'm not making a thumbnail for it. It's gonna be reusing the same thumbnail. Got me fucked up if you think I'm making a new thumbnail every time I fucking stream Phoenix Wright. I do not have that kind of energy. I feel like coloring anything. I hate coloring. I hate it because I'm just so bad at it, and I feel like it just leaves me feeling like bad when I do it because it doesn't come out the way I like it. It's something that I need to practice on my own. I'm not looking. I'm okay. I appreciate the suggestions and stuff. I just like. Sorry, this is my attempt to warm up and to figure out if I want to use this pen. I'm just like feeling a little funk. Feeling a little funk. This weekend, well, Tuesday was the day where like a handful of things just happened around me in terms of like the people in my life saw and stuff. It wasn't nothing crazy bad, nothing bad or anything. Just a lot of like just like personal things that kind of left me like I'm okay. Nothing was happening to me. But I was like thinking like, man, there sure is a lot of stuff happening in general. But everyone's okay. It was just like just looking for like a more like chill, like uneventful week, you know? But so far today seems to be nothing so far. I know in like the just in general the world things necessarily better, and I know that like Jane Goodall passed away, who I knew about but I didn't really know the specifics about her, and then Ash sort of educated me a little bit about her, and then you know, we all old. Shame to hear. Unless that might be personal. I don't know. Maybe it's like, ain't she the one who worked with the chimps? Yeah. I'm surprised you're not familiar with her. It felt like everybody was kind of like, everyone knew Jane Goodall. It's kind of similar. She kind of gives me the same vibes as like Dolly Parton. Oh, okay, well, you know her. Bump, bump, bump. Oh my god, saying it that way reminded me of an old R&B song. Bump. Also, I'm curious to see if Lo-Fi Girls music is gonna get me flagged. All my previous art streams were all hit with copyright. Except for same people in any capacity, aside from the fact that they were old ladies and they like were impactful at some point in their lives for various reasons, but it kind of reminds me of like, if it were me, I would have gotten her confused with I don't remember her name, Ruth something? She was like part of the Supreme Court here in the US. And people were like saying her name a lot when she passed away. I would have personally gotten her mistaken with that, but I knew about Jane Goodall. I recognized the name. I didn't realize that she was the one who got people to be like, hey yo, chimps have a conscience, and it's like, oh, or something like that. I think that's a terrible way to say it. I wouldn't be opposed to looking up any like videos or documentaries about her after a bit, but maybe down the line. What is... Hold up. What? I'm getting confused. Huh? Huh? Sorry, I'm messing with stuff on my OBS. The last thing oh, actually, did I mention this? I don't remember. I guess I didn't. Did I mention it? Maybe. I don't remember who I mentioned it to. I did watch something new the other day, and it was the pilot. I have not drawing anything. Oh my god, I've been streaming for almost 20 minutes. I have nothing on my screen. Bump, 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 bump. What's a bump, bump, bump? I bump, bump, bump. Like draw butt? I could draw butt for bump, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, then I watched something fairly new, and it was the pilot episode. Seemed I'm looking forward to hearing the reception of whenever that show comes out, assuming that does come out. But I think it's being produced, or it's being released by the same company that does the Amazing Digital Circus, Glitch whatever Productions. I think that's what they're called. I don't know what they're called. Okay, judging from how this is coming out, I don't think this is gonna be a butt. I think I'm just gonna bump. I can't fucking think. Oh my god. Bum. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Oh my god, my fucking chats are fucking out of sync, man. I'm like staring at, on OBS, I have like 2 tabs. I have the Twitch chat and then I have the multi-chat. The multi-chat is the one that has both the Twitch and the YouTube like comments show up like together. But for some reason the combo chat is not showing the Twitch chat messages. Or they're showing them out of order for me, so I'm getting confused. Just saw the trailer on IMDb, yeah. I'm curious to see where that goes. I say that, but I probably will never know where that goes unless someone spoils it on Twitter, which I'm sure it'll happen. Bump. I can't fucking think. Oh my god. I should have done some warm-ups, but... Okay, warm up. How do you warm up again? I don't know. Maybe I should... Maybe fuck it to the challenge. I don't want to do bump. You know what? There's nothing holding me from doing this fucking bump. I don't want to do bump. What's the next word? Splash of color. Okay, well... We'll do his character. I was like, that voice sounds familiar. Is that ProZD? And then hearing him more, I'm like, oh yeah, that's ProZD. And I'm starting to this is one of the reasons why I don't like watching things. It's like, when I recognize a voice and I know the person behind that voice, I'm like, okay, well, it's that person. It takes me out of the like the media that I'm watching, because I'm like, that's a voice actor. Yep, that is a familiar voice actor. It's just like reminds me of when I watched La La Land and I saw Ryan Gosling. I'm like, that's Ryan Gosling. That's not his character. That's just Ryan Gosling. This is why I can't watch stuff. Or if I'm gonna be watching stuff, it has to be with people that I'm on. Not to say that they don't deserve recognition for their work. It's just I just personally can't. I can't suspend, but obviously to each their own. This is why I don't watch anything, and why everyone else in the world watches everything. He needs a wider range. I mean, the problem with him is that like he doesn't really like. Does he have a range? He doesn't really. He's known for like having his like deep voice, right? Does he? He's not. It's not like he's gonna be able to like. Actually, I say that I actually don't really know his like his work at all. I don't know. I know that he played the guy from Knights of Guinevere, and then I know he did Dungeon Meshi as that the little guy whose name I don't know. I read Dungeon Meshi like a long time ago, but I remember nothing about it. But I think I don't know. I don't know if there's really a workaround on it. It's just seriously, maybe. I don't know. That's a me problem. Because I don't want to be like, well, they just shouldn't have an internet presence outside of their voice acting. But then that's not fair to them, right? Because they need to make a living, and voice actors don't really get paid that much. Unless you're like, I don't know, Matt Mercer or something. Assuming that he's a voice... I think he's a voice actor. I don't know. I talk about this as if I know anything. How am I expected to talk about anything like this when I don't watch anything? It's completely out of my element. I'm thinking. Prompt for this works out if I can get something done on if I can get something out is because I was re-watching some of my Passport Oot videos, and I remember as I was watching, I was watching the time lapse of me drawing. I was like, "Oh damn, I fucking did that." That looks like it would have taken so much work. Obviously, it was so sped up. I thought that had gotten me motivated a little to draw, but Maybe not. He has variety, seeing how distinct his voice is. He doesn't suffer from John DiMaggio's stamp. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he is. I'm sure it's also a matter of like getting like the right director, right? So I'm trying to. It's all about getting the right director too to help direct people if they have very prominent, if they care to make them like, you know, blend in with the world and not stand out, so that people will be like, it's that person. But I wouldn't be surprised if directors also want that to happen, so that there's like a exposure to whatever the work is that they're working on. Anyway, I kind of miss Passport. Part of me kind of wants to relaunch that program and try to work on it, like draw on it, even though their company is not operational anymore. Assuming that the game still runs. I assume the game still runs. If it doesn't run, then poopy. But travel to their house in the morning and in the evening to feed the cat. This would be such a hassle. What is art anyways? It's a good question. It's a good question, Endermuin. Hello and welcome in. You find out what art is if you draw a thing or something, I guess. If that'll help you. Is there a reason for the rhyme? What rhyme? Did I rhyme? Yeah, the cat. The thing about the cat, though, my friend's cat, is that it's not a very friendly cat. That cat doesn't like anybody, so I can't even like play with it or like cuddle or like pet it or anything. She a vicious one. The last time I saw her, which was like a while ago, I haven't been to their house in a bit. She swatted and hissed at me, so she don't like me, but she doesn't like people in general. She only likes my friend, the owner, I think, and even then it's like kind of. No, I think she probably likes my friend. Fine. I was thinking about her husband, who he wants so desperately to have her like him, but doesn't like him. You need to let her warm up. Nah, it's okay. It's okay, she doesn't need to warm up to me. I don't see her that often enough that it would... all that work for nothing. I can't fucking draw! I'm struggling. Oh my god. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But one of the reasons why I decided to draw today was, I'm not 100% sure if I'll be around this weekend for streams. I know it's my aunt's birthday weekend. And I think this weekend is the weekend for Chinese festivities or something? The whatever festival it is that you eat, Mid-Autumn Festival, I think? I don't remember if it's this weekend or next weekend or something, but it's supposed to be coming up. One of my cats loves everyone, one of my cats is scared of everyone, and one of my cats doesn't give a damn. Well, you have the whole spectrum. Must be nice to have 3 cats. Were they all from the same litter, Eder? Is that what you call cats? Like newborn cats? Is that like a group of newborn cats? Is that a litter? I know you call that for dogs. I don't know. I don't remember if you do that for cats. Were they all from the same a birth? Did they all have the same mothers? Were they all birthed at the same time? Is that why you have 3 of them? Because I feel like owning cats is like, I don't know. I would never be able to bring myself to own like 3 cats. But I also, the more I think about it, I don't think I'd ever be able to own even a cat, much less a pet. Feels like there's. I was talking to well, I've been on and off talking to a friend, an old coworker of mine who's a friend. She's been struggling a lot with like personal stuff, and one of the things was she had to put down her cat, unfortunately, because the cat was going through like bouts of like sudden unexplained aggression that after spending thousands of dollars in like vet appointments and getting testing done and everything, when she was telling me about how she had to spend so much due to testing and all the vet appointments and stuff for them to turn out nothing, and ultimately had to like put her to sleep and everything, it's kind of like, damn, I don't want that for me. I don't want to be spending thousands of dollars on somebody all for it to amount to naught. Which, you know, it's different if it's people, obviously. And I'm sure it'd be different if I did own a cat. Like, obviously, you'd give your money away to help them if you bonded with one. But, you know, if I don't bond with one, I don't have to worry about losing all my savings. One of them is older, the other 2 are the same. I see. It shows that they cared. Yeah, she loved her cat. It's just looking at an outsider, apathetically, just looking out, being like, man, that's a lot of money. I don't know. That's not gonna save the world or whatever, but at least I'm smart enough to not have kids or a pet. Just die lonely. Die lonely and then cry in bed at night wondering why I'm so alone. I haven't done that in a while though. Recently I've been going to bed just feeling like, man, it's getting nice and cool. That's all I've been thinking of. It's nice waking up. Checking. It's okay. Sorry, this is for, I need to check something. Test. Hello? Can't tell if my YouTube chat is broken. Or if it just won't show mod. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. My mom trying to bring in another new kid and decided not to, and then randomly bring home a new puppy might have been her territorial. Why is your mom like this? That seems kind of like, why is your mom bringing home so many pets when you already have 3 cats? I feel like that's a lot of pets to have. Seems like there's like so many pets to take care of. But it's her rules, I guess, assuming that's her house. That's also another thing to be concerned about too. If you have a pet and then you try to bring in another pet into the foray, I would hate to have to deal with that. Because Brutal Moose, who I've been watching a lot, is talking about how they have he already has a cat called MJ, and they recently found, I forget how they came across this one, but they found another cat, and they're waiting for things to clear up with this cat that they found, like their ownership and stuff, because their owners aren't like claiming her. So they're planning on adopting her when they're able to. But they've introduced the newly found cat to their old cat MJ, and apparently the old cat doesn't like her at all. And in my head I'm like, well, at what point, when What is the breaking point of either, like, you know, forcing your cat or forcing your currently owned pet to reacclimate itself to get used to living with another pet versus like, oh, they're really a terrible match for each other, we're not going to adopt them, kind of thing, right? I guess if you're the owner, you would know better, but I also don't know if what I said made sense. I was trying to word things in a way, and then I got very distracted. So I think people telling her she should and made her want more to spite them. She was walked over by a lot of people in groups in life. She's the one, I do what I want. Hey man, you know, props to your mom. Props to your mom for, you know, doing what she wants. I just don't know if introducing a fourth pet would help, but, you know, if they're all healthy, then it's alright. My point was, you know, if you own a pet, right? You own a pet, whoever it is. We'll just throw a cat, right? Let me just get rid of that person's pee-pee, right? And then you're like, I want a second cat, for example, right? Or a second pet, whatever. This could be a dog for all I care. Your original one, hates this new pet that you're trying to introduce into the family. Some people will be like, okay, they don't like them, we won't adopt them. But then other owners will be like, they'll just live together, not loving each other, not is okay. Because you won't know that the original one will get used to this new one, right? It could be like months, it could be weeks, it could be years, it could be never. But like, for me, rather than add the stress to the original pet, showed signs of being lonely, and they're just picky about who they want in their family. I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to. I don't want to put them in a position where they feel like they have to, like, get used to living with a new pet. If it were me. Not that it would have happened since I don't have one to begin with, but if you own enough space. But like, people seem to always say that, like, you know, when you're a pet owner, all the space belongs to your pet. You can just choose. You can just choose then where what space they claim. I don't know. I know it depends on the person. Depends on the person, depends on like the pet, depends on the dynamic between the said pets and stuff, but I don't know. I guess personally, I just wouldn't want to have to like babysit that much or care for that much pets, but that's like a separate situation. Yeah, space helps. You know, a lot of things can help too. That's not the point I'm saying. It's whatever. I have no business talking about pets and stuff since I don't have one. The last time I owned a pet was like 20 plus years ago, and it was a fish. I don't know what I'm doing with this hand. Oh my god, I can't draw! I can't draw! How do you draw someone holding a fucking thing? Hang on. I'm also just constantly knocking into my mic. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. I always told myself that I am capable of visualizing things in my head, but I'm wondering if that's just something I've been lying to myself this entire time. Maybe I can't visualize things in my head. Maybe I have that Fantasia thing that people say that they have when it comes to the apple in their head. How's it going, Agent Art? Getting Cat 2 was because one of our previous ones disappeared. Cat 3 was because the family that had it apparently had a kid that would rub it into the floor. Oh my god. I think right now everything would be perfect except for the one cat hating the other. Tell the cat that's hating the others to, like, get over themselves. The apple in my head has a worm in it. It's rotting. Get yourself a fresh apple. Time to throw that apple out. Tell myself that I think I can visualize an apple in my head, but then I kind of wonder if, like, if maybe I actually think that what I'm visualizing isn't actually an apple, but it's just like a figment of like an imagination. But like, because in my head I guess I can't comprehend the concept of not being able to imagine it, but I feel like I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain anything. I'm like, I can't do anything. I can't do anything right now. I can't think. Trying to think. I can't think. I can't think. I can't think. I can't think. My brain is not working right now. How the fuck do you hold it? Hang on, I have to look at my own hand for reference. Uh-huh. 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 Oh my god. I'm about to fucking go to sleep. I can't concentrate and nothing is not I can't draw anything right now. This is such a bad idea. You know what? It's also October too. I should be playing scary games. I should be Silent Hill, I guess people are playing. I don't know if it's scary. The only thing I've been seeing for the new Silent Hill game is like people are thirsting over a fox guy. I'm starting to wonder if the recent update to my computer is making it fucking fail. Well, not fail. I feel like things aren't working as well as they can be, but I don't know why. And I'm wondering if it's because of the force update that I did on my computer. My computer isn't happy about it, but whatever. I'll just have to deal with it. Alright, hang on. I just want you to know that as I'm drawing this hand, I'm actively hating it, and it's probably going to be deleted in like 3 minutes because I hate it. Even though I'm like spending so much time on the fucking thing. Hang on, what kind of problems? Like a lot of it's like slow to open things, and then the whole Twitch thing that I mentioned earlier that I don't know if it's a Twitch thing or if it's a me thing. That seemingly the issue doesn't happen with any other site, so I don't know. Maybe that's a Twitch thing, but it's weird to have that problem when no one else seemingly has that problem. And then, like, various other things. From now on, all my characters love to wear oven mitts. It's crazy. You also like putting them behind their backs, too. I used to be pretty good. I'm, like, usually pretty good when it comes to drawing hands, I feel like. Or I can do them in a way that I'm, like satisfied with. But I feel like recently... I feel like I've recently pivoted to drawing feet a little bit better, but I don't want to be known as like a feet person. But at the same time, it's been a little bit easier drawing feet. I don't want that for me though. I want to say I just gotta keep practicing, but honestly, I don't know what the hell's the point. What is the point? BIOS to do this and that, download a thing, and blah blah blah, like a force update kind of thing. So this computer on the surface, according to Windows, wasn't intended to be able to update to Windows 11 for some reason. There was also some issue with sending files over to Chris a few days ago. Like recording files for like some game session that we did. Something about it being so slow to send. Took hours to send over. When it shouldn't be. Given my internet speeds or something like that. So I don't know! I don't know. Technology makes it amazing. It's a marvel at what it's able to do, but at the same time, it also is seemingly very difficult because of what it's able to do. So, I'm not smart enough to know how to do anything or to fix anything. The only thing I'm good for is eating, I guess. But even then, I'm not very good at that. Because even though I'm such a big person, I can only stomach so much food because I've shrunk my stomach because I starved myself. Hydrate? I just drank something, but I'll drink it again. I mean, it's not very hydrating. This is a coffee tea mix thing. It's a Hong Kong coffee tea drink. I think my art insecurities is stemming from the fact that I've started rewatching an artist that I had like been a fan of for a bit. I think they were on break for a while when it came to streaming or like posting stuff, but they recently came back. I wasn't always following them, but I started watching the stuff and I started following them and seeing the color stuff. I'm like, wowee! Gosh, I wish that were me. And it will never be. Because they are the ones who have the skills and talent, and I just complain about wanting the skill and talent. Month, and I'm like, should I bother? Do you think I could become a partner on Twitch if I stream 6 times a month? 6 times? I mean, aside from the fact that I don't have enough like followers, I think you probably need followers for that too. Then again, I didn't realize I even cared about being a partner. 6 times a month is very low, and yet I can't do it. All I do is stream once a week. I'm waiting for a better opportune. No, actually, I say I'm waiting for a better opportune moment. That's actually not true. If I wanted to stream more than 4 times a week, I mean 4 times a week, 4 times a month, I technically could. It's just that I'd probably get very boring. I wouldn't have shit to do. I wouldn't have shit to like talk about. Even now, I'm streaming 4 times a month, and I still don't have things to talk about. If only I did things with my life. Things. I think reaction content does well-ish. Some big noticeable streamers are reaction types. There's a problem with transfer element of it now. If you say and watch someone else's video and barely say or do anything, it's a problem. People wouldn't actually be reacting much or doing anything when it comes to reacting. I remember that was a thing that people like memed about with that XQC fella or whatever. I guess it ultimately depends on the streamer. I guess like there's some streamers can just do literally nothing and people will still watch and enjoy. I wonder what people are really into, just in general. Like, what are the big trending streamers? I know Queso is really big, even though I don't really know why. I guess if I took the time to actually look at their content and see what it is that makes them popular, I would understand. But every time I see them pop up, I'm like, I'm not watching. I'm just gonna watch Brutal Moose again. Watch Brutal Moose for the 70th time. On their channel that's not theirs, and then they're not even reacting to it. I don't even get it. I hadn't watched Brutal Moose in ages until the day where he uploaded that apology video. Man, when I saw the title of that video, I was like, okay, this has to be because, and there's one of two things. It's because he cut out a peach with scissors, or it's the horseradish thing. Didn't Mr. Beastington do something with... I'm so uninvolved with Mr. Beast stuff that he is like not on my like YouTube radar at all. I don't see anything of his, which I would like to keep it that way because I've never once watched his videos and I don't really care to. All I do is hear about people complaining about him, but then like I also in the same breath just see people like always buying his stuff to like do taste tests with, or like he still gets millions of views. Why is it bad to cut a peach with scissors? He's cutting open a peach with scissors. He's not like, I don't know. I feel like you have to watch it on open fruits with knives. Open fruits with knives. So he's taking like kitchen scissors. And he's cutting up like sections of a peach with the knife, with scissors like this. Well, not like this. I can't. It's hard to illustrate via drawing. Listen, if it doesn't bother you, and if you watch the video and it doesn't bother you, then you're one of him. You're just him. you're his kind of people. But typically you don't take kitchen scissors to cut up a fruit. Especially because it's not like I guess in practically speaking, you could cut up like sections of fruits with scissors, but you just typically. I bet professional chefs do it all the time. I don't know. I don't know about that. I feel like you could get it done faster with a knife. Cut pizza with scissors. I've seen that before though. I've seen like restaurants cut up pizzas with scissors and stuff. Cut fruit with a paper cutter. You wouldn't be able to fit the fruit there. You wouldn't feel, well, I guess it depends on the cut of paper cutter. I mean, anything is possible if it's sharp enough. You can cut anything like that, but it's just about what society deems as normal. I just wouldn't think to take my kitchen scissors to cut anything with fruits with that. Why do that when you can be... Because they're seemingly very naked, but if they end up being a girl, then this is against terms of service. But if they're a boy, then they can show off all the nipples they want. I'll leave it alone for now, and I'll just throw in some colors. Even though I didn't really want to color. This is a bum 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 bum. Oh, interesting brush. Interesting brush. I've never used this brush before. I don't know, I must have used it. Otherwise it wouldn't have been selected. I must have used it when I did the Oran high school piece. Start singing a song where someone was singing a cover of a Japanese song and the video had like a watercolor splashing, and that's reminding me of that. Too hard to find the Peach video. It's literally their second video on their channel. You just have to click into it. Fine, you wanna be so lazy, I'll just show it. Let me go get it. I'll freaking get it. So insistent. I'm gonna show it. If I can get it to open. Brupal Moose video.
Hey guys, today too much.
Let me get to the peach. Did I miss the peach? Hang on.
Smelling and feeling peach.
Hang on. Okay, wait, hang on. Hang on. Give me a second. Being a streamer here. Trying to figure out how to do things. YouTube. Hang on. There. You can see it. It's not centered. I don't really care. I just cropped it, but do you see it?
Using baby spinach. Is that too much greens? Okay, time for the peach. It's another really good looking, smelling, and feeling peach. I think last time I used half of a peach, and I feel like that was a good amount, so I'm gonna stick with half a peach. It's pretty great. They even give you a line to cut along. It's a pretty good peach. It's not as good as last time. Definitely a little more firm. Maybe.
There's the this is actually not the original video, but this is a sympology video where he did it a second time to piss people off, but sure was a moment. You kind of want scissors like that? It's literally kitchen scissors. They're literally the kitchen other things. Anyway. It garnered a very visceral reaction when he did in this first video, so. Yeah, like once they're in like sections, when they're like in like the sections like this, then it makes sense to use the scissors. I can understand that part. It's just cutting it from the whole fruit that kind of like was like very like shocking. Yeah, I saw that he had a knife first and I was like, oh, and then he switched to the scissors and I was like, oh. It's even funnier. I kind of wish that like he kept after he was done cutting it with the scissors that he switched back to the knife so that it looked like so he could gaslit people into thinking that he was cutting it with a knife. But yeah, funny man. People are too passionate about food. Well, food is something that's worth being passionate about, but it's also funny that you're trying to be like, it's not a big deal. It's not something people normally do. People don't normally take scissors to cut up fruit like that. That's why it garners a reaction to it. Granted, it's not something that he's apologizing for in a serious tone. It's like a joke video, but like, it's just something that people commonly do. This smells the color. Okay, splash of color. I don't feel like adding more color. What color is this person's eyes? That reminds me. The Power Wash Simulator 2 came out with a demo of their game. Which once I saw that, I immediately played it. Hazel? Behind these hazel eyes. Hazel's like something like this color, right? It's like a greenish, brownish, whatever color. But I was playing the demo for Power Wash Simulator. I'm like scared. I'm like scared for when that game comes out. I'm worried that I won't be able to play it because I'm too old. Actually, hang on. How does the song go? Behind those, how does Kelly Clarkson's behind these hazel eyes go? Oh shit! I haven't listened to Kelly Clarkson songs in so long. I should listen to her again. Because of you, I'd walk. Heterochromia. That's when you have two different eye colors, right? It's always so funny watching people make the same fucking joke over and over about that hetero whatever. They make the joke with the cats with two different colored eyes, and they're like, "I love it. My cat is homophobic," or something like that. The contrast slider in the game, I didn't see anything that would that affected like the colors, the saturation on it. No, I saw that you can like dim on like the bouncing off, with the reflections and all that stuff, and I've seen like you could lower the textures and all that stuff, which helped a little bit. But these games love their bright colors, saturated colors. Same thing with the there's another game made by the same people who did Clover Pit, which I played a lot. I've been playing a lot of that. I probably won't be playing on stream because it's just a game where I'm just like spin hit. No, I died. Spin hit. But sorry, excuse me. They had a game. It was like it's like a little taxi game, a little car taxi game. Like you wind up a little taxi and you drive it around, and it's like a platformer. Aside from the fact that that game was really hard, that also had really bright colors and stuff. I'm like, goddamn, I'm too old for this. I can't do this. So I don't know. Be curious to see. I think maybe it's just a game that not that I play in the dark, but like I'm just so old. My eyes are so sensitive to bright colors. We covered that, Chris. I mean, he mentioned that when he was playing Clover Pit yesterday, or at least what I could hear, because Twitch was being a bitch. But I wish I was good at that game, but that game is kind of too hard. I played it on my own, very energy packed. Yeah, it's like fun, but the colors hurt, and then it was also really hard. I had such a hard time fucking controlling that thing and trying to get it to jump where it needed to jump, and the whole like the dash thing. You certainly are a long-suffering individual. What can I say? I apparently just am looking to be oppressed in some capacity. Physically. With my fucking eyes. My eyes and my hearing. I'm sensitive to certain sounds, and then also I can't fucking see a damn unless it's like total darkness. I swear, it must be the tism. It must be. I fucking hate this drawing. I hate this. I want to throw this out, but I won't. I don't actually hate it, but I do hate it. How do I explain this? I hate that I'm just not better. Why is this brush so damn big? Why can't I be better? Oppressed no more. But ancient art, people live to be depressed. I mean, people live to be depressed. I mean, yeah, but they also live to be oppressed. If you're not oppressed, then what can you complain about it? So therefore, I'll be oppressed or something. I guess if I'm making this into a guy. But if I make this as a guy, no one's gonna like it. I have to put boobies on them. Boobies is what make people go awooga. My eyes hurt. It also doesn't help that like a few hours ago I was feeling fucking nauseous. Bro, I'm so fucking weak. I'm so weak. I mentioned this like a while back, but like I've been taking like iron supplements because my bitch ass is anemic. My body doesn't realize that it needs blood to survive, and instead it wants to deplete me of all my blood. So I have to take iron supplements. But taking full iron supplements makes me so fucking ungodly nauseous that I have to resort to like cutting my pills up in quarters. And then earlier today, I accidentally like when I was about to take my quarterly pill, I accidentally got one of the I had to what was it? I took one and then I actually got one of the quarters like a little bit wet, so I had to pop the second one, thinking like it's fine. I've taken it in quarters and I've been okay. If I start taking it in halves, maybe I can get through them a little bit better. Nope. Fucking got nauseous after 30 minutes and I had to lay in bed and not do anything. I was like, I fucking hate everything about me. Kind of hope you're getting used to it. I thought so too. I thought I was getting used to it too. Apparently not. Apparently I'm just stuck having to take my fucking pills in quarters. It just feels so stupid. Maybe I should just eat more. Maybe it would help if I ate more like red meat or something, or ate more things with like but not protein. The fuck is it called? Iron? If I want to eat like nothing but fucking cheddar jalapeno popcorn, I'm gonna eat popcorn. I'll put a dusting of iron powder on it. I understand there are things you never get used to, like juicy onions. Is that a reference to something? I certainly wouldn't want my... I do like onions. Ooh. This week I went to a Korean food shop thing to get some like side dishes, like Korean side dishes, and one of the things was like they had like a charred like Brussels sprouts. Oh, Brussels sprouts. I need to eat more Brussels sprouts. I need more. I enjoy Brussels sprouts, even though sometimes it can be a smidgen bitter, but I just need. They just taste so good with like salt and like them being charred. I want them to like be like flattened or like spread out more instead of like little balls, and then just char them up, and it tastes so good. I have to learn how to cook them though, even though they look like it'd be simple enough to just like toss them into the oven. I dislike onions. Oh, that's sad. I mean, you do. I mean, the people have their things that they like and they don't like. It makes me sad when people say they don't like things that I really like, but I know that's like it's not your loss. It's like it doesn't matter. And I'm not upset about it. I'm just sad. Food is the only thing that keeps me on this world. Food is the only reason I exist. I choose to exist. Okay, I'm gonna erase this part. I've decided that I don't want this full body thing happening here. I've had enough of this. I'm just gonna... Why can't I move this? I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm gonna draw something else. Why did it... What's that little challenge? Angle? Angle. 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 So fast. I've been told I draw very fast. I don't feel like doing angle. I don't feel like doing this challenge thing. What's the next one? Boundary? Boundary? This challenge is not great. Boundary. A wall. There you go. Boundary. Alright. Alright, I think I'm giving up on this challenge. I don't like this challenge thing anymore. I'm over it. Not that I have anything to draw, not that I have ideas, but I don't like this challenge anymore. Goodbye, challenge! I want, like, sometimes I just want prompts, but if it's a prompt that I don't jive with or nothing, I don't get inspired by, then I don't like it. Like I want prompts, but I want. I'm choosing when to ask for things. Whatever. I don't know what I was saying. I'm gonna draw Sakura from Tsubasa Chronicles from memory. I recently finished reading all of Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles, and I got a little lost at some point in the story, but it had me crying. It had me in tears. It had me crying. It had me tear up a little on the public transportations. It had me cheesing it. It's a good story. Now that I've spent hundreds of fucking dollars on getting all the damn books digitally. Oops. I guess it's like, it's worth it because technically the books that I bought, if I do the math, I was buying them as omnibuses, which is like a collection of multiple volumes, and each omnibus had 3 or 2 volumes within it. And there was 10, with the last 2 being 10 and 8 times 3 is 24. So there's like 28 volumes in total. And then I spent X amount of money. I don't remember how much money I spent, but each one cost like $14 to $20, depending on whatever sale fucking Amazon Bezos decided to put them in. I don't know. Most of them were on sale for like 30% off, but then a couple of them were full price, and I'm like, why? Why do I have to pay full $20 for it? It's like, whatever. I got to read it, so I don't care, but I got so used to paying like a couple of bucks a month for Shonen Jump app so I can read all my series from there. So spending like hundreds of dollars on manga. Oh my god. Would it really be a challenge if everyone completed it? Not be completed. Challenges are meant to be there for people to work towards and never finish. I shouldn't watch sad scenes while I work. Lunch. Security cameras are going to think I'm one of those oppressed workers from the training videos. If you see an employee in the lunchroom crying, report it to your management immediately so that they can be escorted off this premises. I still remember when I like had a full-blown like crying moment when I was watching Squid Games on the train. What was it? It was a scene with the main character and the old guy when the old guy died. Spoilers. But I remember it was happening and I was watching it, and then I was like crying, and then as I was getting off the train to make my way home, whatever, I was just like sobbing. I was like it was rough. Now that was one of the last few times I watched something. Oh, that reminds me. I forget what Asian country. It might have been like Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, one of them. I don't know. I don't remember where. But they did a collab. Their like Lay's chips had a collab with Squid Games so badly. It hurt so much, but it was really tasty. But goddamn, I'm such a bitch when it comes to spice. That shit hurt me so damn badly. People like to talk about like Gas Up Cardcaptor Sakura as being one of the classics and stuff, and it was good, but I feel like for me, Tsubasa Chronicles is my go-to, is my all-time favorite for clamp mangas. It's funny because, you know, full spoilers. How often do you come across a story where your clone the clone of you and your significant other is your parents. So funny. Also, this is not from memory. I'm 100% spoiling because I'm not spoiling. I'm 100% cheating because I forgot that I have a poster of the Tsubasa Chronicle characters on my wall. Because I'm just looking at that to remember shit. That's the story of Tsubasa. Well, it's one of the big plot twists in Tsubasa. You know, like I said, spoilers, but you know, there's a part of it that talks about how your parents, the people that you thought were your parents, were actually clones of you. Clones of you and the person you loved. How do you explain it? It's a long story. I wasn't listening. I thought you were talking about Metal Gear. Maybe it happens in Metal Gear. The Tsubasa Chronicles rip off Metal Gear. It could be. I wish I could come up with something that convolutes that into the world and be like, yeah, this is normal. Turns out the reason why you look so much like your mother or your father is because they were actually your clone that someone had made. Like, how does that work? You know, magic. Time traveling. Lots of magic. Too much magic. It's a good thing magic doesn't exist in the real world. I wish I... Oh well. It's like a lot of tassels, a lot of jingling coins. Depends on the magic? Nah. No magic. Honestly, just ban all magic. Even the ones that use the playing cards. The trickery magic. Ban all of that. It's either all magic or no magic. And I go no magic. Humans wouldn't be able to control themselves if they had magic. People would be fucking doing everything they can to destroy the world if they had magic. I feel like I remember... there's something flowy from her outfit, but where does it come from? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. What if I zoom in really close to her face? What if I zoom in really close to her face? What if I zoom in really close and try to make a face? I've seen people when they draw, they get so close up to the fucking, like zoom in so far. I mean, they zoom in so close. I'm like, how the hell do you see the whole picture like this? But zooming in also makes for a better, like, time lapse when you're, like, if you're, like, recording it or something like that. But this is, like, too close up. I feel like you're prone to making mistakes when you're this close up. Fuck it. Turn down the saturation on your monitor. Idiot. Stupid. Turn down the contrast. Which actually probably would help if I just turned down the contrast. But the problem is, I always do my best to turn down the brightness and the contrast on my monitors and like my phones and everything, because just like having it slightly just a little bit bright is just painful for me. But when you turn down the contrast, it just makes everything too damn dark, and then I can't see fucking shit. So whenever I complain being like I can't see shit, it's because I can't see shit. It's not because of like my well, it is because of my eyes, but it's also because just like when you have like low contrast and low like shit setting, nothing is clear, nothing stands out. Why is my fucking eraser so okay. I should be glad that like everything hurts. I mean, not sounds so stupid. I should be glad that everything hurts. That's not. I bet I should be glad that my eyes are so sensitive to bright lights and colors and stuff like that. Maybe more to bright lights, but like I feel like if I weren't sensitive to bright lights, I'd be like any other millennial that's glued to their computer. I'd be like blind as a bat and need glasses. You're losing yourself. You know, what can I say? I'm tired. I did not like sleep great last night, but I don't know when I ever sleep great. My body just really likes to wake up at like 6 a.m. for seeming at like 7 something. There's like jackhammering going outside because there's construction happening down the street or the opposite street, or like not opposite street. There's like a street behind the house that I live in. It gets very loud. Are you calling my 4 eyes eyes? I'm calling everyone's 4 eyes out. Everyone. I think I know more people with glasses than I don't. I know more people in my life that have glasses that don't have glasses. Technically speaking, for someone like me, I could probably benefit with glasses that help me with my I think I'm a little bit. What is it when you can't see clearly from far away? Nearsighted. I think it's nearsighted. It's supposed to be like the opposite thing. But because I don't really need to see far away, because I don't like drive or anything, I can live without it. Nothing a little help. And if I squint, people will just think that I'm Asian. And it'll work because I'm Asian. So it's great. It works out. You keep that tone up, it will come to beat your ass. Good luck finding me. Good luck finding me with your shitty sight. Can't do anything if I take away your glasses. I'm tired when I try to check my iPad at night for some unknown reason. It smacks me in the face. Well, your mistake is lifting the iPad over your face. I feel like an iPad is like, for me, an iPad is like too bulky to like hold it over my face. But I also don't use my iPad in bed. I also don't use my iPad at all. It's just collecting dust right now, even though I spent like $800 on it. Mod enter. I don't think he comes in here with the intention of modding anything. I think he just comes in here with the intention to occasionally hear me say something nonsensical and then do something. Because they're sure you won't mod me. Yeah, that's true. I definitely won't mod you. I don't trust you. I don't know you. I've never met you in my life. When the day comes that if a day comes where I develop an audience that's big enough that I would need mods, I'm so screwed. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody to mod my shit. Vote now with your voice. We won't hear it. It's true. It's just like the current state of the country. Better story to some pirates or eye patches because the covered eye would help them see better in the dark. Maybe you should try something like that. No, because that's how if I've learned anything from like covering one person's eye, like one eye, is that you just develop a lazy eye. Or at least that's how it kind of worked, because like back when I was younger, the hip thing was to have your eye covered by your hair. So it'd be like this and you would look cool and whatever. And I did that for a bit in my youth. And now one of my eye is like one of my eye kind of is like a little bit like droopier than the other. So no thank you. I'm not trying to see better in the dark anyway. I can see fine in the dark. No, don't tell anyone, but I'm a bat. I'm part bat. It's seeing in the bright light. It's like brightness is my problem. Not the lack of brightness. If you have one lazy eye, can you cover the other one to even it out then? I could, but I don't know if I really want 2 droopy eyes. Also, I can never have bangs again. Bangs would not work for me. My forehead gets my skin, my face in general develops a lot of like oil over the throughout the day, and the last thing I would need is to have bangs that covers like that gets like that pushes the grease further into my head, and it probably gets a lot of like acne and stuff like that. You should wear sunglasses? Yeah. I should. I mean, I'm not going to, but I should. Especially if I go out. Although nowadays when I go out, especially if it's really sunny, I just end up wearing, I've been wearing hats a lot more recently. Which I'm sure is probably not great for my hair, because I know wearing hats, like prolonged hat wearage, it like makes you lose hair or whatever, or it makes it so your head can't fucking breathe or whatever. But I'm trying to be more proactive when it comes to blocking the sun from my face. That should be getting too tanned, and I'm getting sunspots because I'm old. Isn't that right, Sakura? Isn't that right, Sakura from Tsubasa Chronicles? You don't have to worry about getting old. You're anime. You getting old just makes you don't have to worry about blemishes. Anime characters don't gotta worry about blemishes. Oh, to be an anime character. Oh, to be an anime character who doesn't have to worry about their appearance. Doesn't matter what you look like. Your creator is always gonna have someone love you, no matter what. The sun is the pain in the arse. I mean, the sun wouldn't be that big of a deal if it weren't for the fact that we have to care about things like cancer, you know? Like, if we just stopped caring about our health, then the sun is like fine. But unfortunately, we all care too much. I think our hair is too high up. Oh, I'm so lazy to fix that though. Didn't come out bad. Just came out okay. I'm sure I'll hate it in like a few hours, but like, whatever. I suck at drawing. I know I think like objectively probably people are just like gonna be like, you sound stupid when you say that and all that stuff. Because I guess like I draw better than the average person or whatever the fuck, but like, God. I just fucking suck. I just suck, you know? All my fellow artists out there who hate their art. Can I get a yeah? Yeah. There's someone in the room with me, help. There's a stranger in my house. I don't know the rest of the words to that song. Yeah! I tie my worth. I think that my problem is that when it comes to my art, I tie my worth to whatever action, whatever attention it garners, and if I can make money off of it. Once until that happens, I'm gonna think that my art's always gonna be trash. Spill boba to their eyes. Energy drink? I don't got boba or energy drink. Not anymore. I'll drink water though. You know, I briefly saw there was like a news article that on Reddit. I didn't read the article because I don't read articles. I'm like lazy. I just read their headlines, whatever people posted on Reddit. Talking about how Trump is like approving the disposal of like tons of like hazardous like waste or whatever into the Hudson River, and the Hudson River is where is based in where I live, and I'm like, great, the filtered water that I'm drinking, you know, probably gonna kill me. It'll be great. I can't wait to get violently sick when I drink my water, not knowing when the change is gonna happen. I love it when people try to kill me. I just wish there were I wish there was more conviction to their attempts to kill me. Smile. I'm in a mood. I'm in a funny mood. Is it funny if no one's laughing? I don't know. Am I funny? Guys, laugh. Please laugh. Just call me Jeb Bush. Please clap. Please laugh. Please. Oh my god. My screen is so bright. My eyes hurt. Ugh. Should just turn on my lights, but I'm too... Laugh now, Drew. Wait, hang on. The nausea is hitting me again. Oh, my bright screens. They're not even that bright. That's a problem. My screens are literally so gray right now. They're so dim. But my eyes are hurting. Oh my god, I'm so weak! My body doesn't want to produce blood, so it makes me anemic. Can't fucking take pills unless they're fucking split into quarters. I'm gonna barf. Hang on, hang on. I'm literally I feel so nauseous. Hang on. I think I'm getting too overly excited. I need to turn on the lights. Maybe I'll turn on the lights. Hang on. Maybe the lights will help me from barfing. I'm so fucking weak. Oh my god. Maybe if I fucking got out and took a walk more often, I wouldn't feel like this. Do you have a migraine? I don't think so. To my understanding, migraines are something that like are really debilitating, aren't they? They're like the type of things that keep you... Oh my god. Was my was my YouTube stream not public? Oh. Oh. Oh, well then. Oh, I guess that I just realized that my YouTube stream has been unlisted this entire time. Oh well. I thought it seemed kind of quiet on my YouTube. I was like, usually I get like a person or two say hi in here. It's because it's unlisted. It's because I carried over the stream settings from one of my previous streams, which I have since unlisted after having streamed that. So I carried that over. So, oops. And now now it's public, and who knows how much longer I'm gonna be streaming. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. I'm so surprised that like YouTube thinks that like streams and videos of mine are good enough that they would like recommend it or put it on people's feeds. It's like, what? That's weird. Anyway. It's also really funny when people get like, when there's like a reaction to like silly things that I've said. Like the Phoenix Wright short that I did. Brought a decent amount of attention to the VOD. the first Phoenix Wright VOD. I was like, wow. You had 90 people check out this almost 4-hour long VOD. Thank you. I mean, they didn't watch it, but like, thank you. Numbers are nice. You know, people will try to say that numbers and all that stuff don't matter, but honestly, if you're putting something out there and you're not getting any reactions, it's pretty disheartening. So numbers be like, yeah, numbers make me feel good. They don't pay the bills, but they make me feel nice. Is this good? I can't tell if it's good. Oops. How's the stream? Has the stream been holding up okay? I guess I'm not doing anything crazy, so there would be no indication. I ask this every time I do a drawing stream. I just hope there hasn't been like any stuttering or buffering or whatever. I hope the buffering that I was dealing with on Twitch is just something that's on my end. Which I mean, I would rather it not happen at all. I'd like to be able to watch things on Twitch. I like rarely watch things on Twitch nowadays anyway. So the fact that I try to watch anything on Twitch and you're still buffering for me is like fucking bullshit. The hell's wrong with you? Get over yourself. After I put so much money into the Kindle, Bezos, you're not gonna let me watch shit on your fucking streaming service that you own? Bitch. There's been a small bit of buffering. I don't know why. My computer is probably just struggling. Because I think my internet has been fine in general. I think it's my computer. Why can't things just work normally? I'm already paying so much money for internet as is. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bring back dial-up. Let me go back to MedConnect. Get my free internet. As long as I don't pick up the phone. Hi, Edgewood. Oh my god, I can't believe my fucking stream was unlisted the entire time! God! So stupid, oh me. Oh well. Sakura. I also need to start signing my drawings more. I also need to, like, once this year is over, like this year I've been doing good with posting monthly drawings on my Blue Sky. But I gotta change up that format. I can't be posting like fucking 12 drawings in one post for the fucking month when I decide to be so productive. I gotta start like posting things that are semi-okay and then saving the scraps for like an end of the month posting. I wish my internet provider would gaslight me into thinking dial-up is better. You don't need the internet provider to do that for you. You have to think it yourself. I miss MedConnect. MedConnect was such a classic time in my youth. MedConnect, LimeWire. Ah, the classics. Classics, good old times. Things were so much simpler back then. When I had to wait like an hour for a video to load. LimeWire was just so cool, and it was a citrus fruit. I mean, there were a handful of times where the thing I was trying to download was of that fucking Bill Clinton audio clip of him saying that he did not have sex with his secretary, whatever the fuck it was he said. I did not sleep with blah blah blah. And back then I didn't know who Bill Clinton was. I was a child. So they're trying to download my anime music, and what do you mean? Who's this man? And nowadays, I'm too lazy to try to illegally download anything. I'd just rather buy it. Support the artist or whatever. Is this good? What happens if I zoom out? I'm scared. Does that look good, guys? What do you think? Might be my best work yet. Her body fucking looks like shit. Oh, if I remember what her outfit looked like, it would help, but I don't fucking remember what her outfit looks like. Maybe I just... Her shoulders aren't even. Yeah, you're right. Her shoulders did look fucking weird. Her body in general looks weird. I don't fucking... Whatever, I'm over it. I'm over it. If I remember what her outfit looked like, it would have helped, but I don't fucking remember it. Whatever, we'll just leave her bodyless. I like to give people too broad of shoulders, probably because in real life I have broad shoulders, and also I took inspiration from Oron High School growing up, so my older people's shoulders like to be fucking broad and pointy as fucking hell. Are you squinting? Here, I'll zoom in more so you can see it. Or I'll zoom in more. Sorry, I went the wrong way. I'll zoom in more so you can see it. Wow, it's like a tree. Wait. Oh, wait. That was a cool looking tree for a second. Hang on. That's a star. I can't make the tree. Oh, damn it. That was a cool tree. That's a little mushroom. What's that? I don't know what that is. Hang on. That's a gun. Oh, I'm gonna get this stream's gonna get taken down. This is a predator or an alien from that movie Alien Predator. This is almost a questionable insignia. I remember trying to find random anime music and thinking that a Cyndi Lauper song was one of them. I believe it was All Through the Night. Edgewood, thanks for the follow on... What is that on? Oh, on Twitch. Thank you. Also, oh my god, is that the one and only Repulseful Tube? The hit movie AVP. What is AVP? Awesome video... porn. Oh my god. No, Hunter, no. How's it going, sunshine? Oh my god. I still can't... Ugh. Can't believe I had my stream unlisted. That's so dumb. Alien versus Predator. Oh! You mean to think that one video, the one movie I referenced? Whatever. I never watched it. I actually, you know what? I feel like I have a vague memory of owning a what they call a VCD of one of the Predator movies for some reason. Were VCDs a thing outside of my neck of the woods? It was like burned, like illegally burned like movies and like anime and stuff with like the worst subtitles. Not really. VCD. Oh no. I don't know how to spell. VCDs. That's what we used to call them. I have like a bunch of VCDs of like Naruto and like other anime stuff with like the worst subtitles, and thinking that like they were all like correct and all accurate translations of Japanese things. Oh god, that was how I watched my anime back in the day. Vocal cord dysfunction? That's certainly not what they were called. I think it's like video VCD, video Chinese Dynasty. Distribution or something. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what it stood for. That's what they called them though. Pretty popular in Asia, but DVD took off faster in the West. Ah, okay, that would explain it. Because all the VCDs that I bought, they were all I bought them all from Chinatown. That would make a lot more sense. Very circle disc. Oh my god. As if all discs aren't fucking circles. I spent so much money on those VCDs, man. I still have like a lot of them, I think. The thing is, they put in like decent effort when it came to some of the packaging, because I have like a nice like packaging for some of the Naruto VCDs that I own. I wonder what they would be like if I were to play them. Except I don't have a CD drive, so I wouldn't be able to watch them anyway. That's why you got them in Chinatown. Hey, back then, before the internet, or before the internet really took off when it comes to buying things online, that was the only way you can get your anime goods in Chinatown. You had the stores that sold all the anime like merch, all the what merch did they sell? Like figurines and like stickers and like notepads, and it's like all like probably bootleg bootleg merch, manga too. The VCDs. That's how I watched. Like that's how I knew about Trigun. That's how I knew about Trigun. I think I had other stuff. I don't remember. I remember buying the entire collection of Trigun, some of the Naruto, and then there was this one shoujo anime that I do not remember the name of. I had like one CD of that. I also have, honestly, what do I, hang on. Let me see if I still have them. I'm gonna go walk away for a second. Okay, well, in terms of in their original packaging, it's only Naruto that I have. But I definitely have more. They're just all in like they're all in like a CD case, like a booklet. So I took it out of their packaging. Tenchi Muyo? No, I didn't grow up watching Tenchi Muyo. My best friend at the time did though. She was a big Tenchi Muyo fan. I wish not, but I knew of it. I need a piece so damn badly, but I don't feel like getting up. I'm having a good time chatting. Easier to copy and burn. Yeah. Back then, those laws and regulations weren't a thing. Weren't an issue. Honestly, I think there are still a handful of like small stores in Chinatown that still sell like CD stuff, like VCDs and all that stuff for like the older generation that don't know about the internet. But it's definitely a lot smaller than it used to be. Can I ask two tropes related to Chinatown could be cringe though unlikely offensive? We'll see about that. Who are you to assume what's gonna be offensive or not? Go ahead, ask whatever it is you're trying to ask. I don't know what you're trying to ask. You're asking about two tropes? Are you asking about things that happen? Like what? What is it? I don't know. I feel like whatever you're gonna ask is I'm probably not gonna be offended. I don't think I care, but Chinese people could be pretty annoying. If anyone's gonna be hard on the Chinese people, it's gonna be me. Anyway, let me I have to draw something else. I've just been stuck on Sakura this entire time, but let me move her over to draw more. Probably would hear worse from you. Yeah, you've heard it directly from me, Hunter. Very well versed in the stuff that I've said about Chinese people. How is Big Trouble in Little China perceived? I literally don't know what that means. What is Big Trouble? Oh wait, is Big Trouble? Oh, is that a movie? Big Trouble in Little China? Are you asking me how is that perceived? It's a movie. You're asking me a movie question when I have said every single fucking stream I do not watch anything. I told you to just assume that I have never watched a single thing in my life. I've never heard of that movie. If you're gonna talk about movies, the only thing that I've watched is like Rush Hour. And why? Because Jackie Chan's in it. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what that movie is. You can know things by reputation, not whatever that is. Kurt Russell, I've never heard of him. I don't know what. No, I don't know any movies. I'm sorry to say, I'm not well versed. You can ask Hunter. Hunter's a big movie buff. He can answer on my behalf. He's been to New York a couple of times. I don't know if he's been to Chinatown. I know Kurt Russell. What has he been in? What has he been in that I know, Hunter? Since you know me so well, what movie has he been in that I know? Go ahead, tell me. Is he related to Ryan Gosling? I know Ryan Gosling. For some reason, when I see the name Kurt Russell, it just reminds me of Ryan Reynolds. And I know they're not the same people because they have different names. Didn't you watch Guardians of the Galaxy movies? No. No, I've never watched a single Marvel movie. That's Marvel, right? I've never watched a single Marvel movie. I watched maybe like 2 seconds of an Iron Man movie once, and it was just a close-up of his face as he was doing something in the suit, and that's literally all I remember. Hunter, we've been friends for so long. What makes you think I've watched anything? What makes you think I look at anything? You don't know The Thing. Is The Thing the Rockefeller from the Fantastic Four? I think I have a vague memory of maybe watching the Fantastic Four on a VCD in my youth, but I remember nothing about it. The movie basically makes Kurt look like a bumblefuck idiot, which is the point, and that is the biggest crime. No, that's not related. The Thing is a classic horror movie, not related to that. Oh, so is the Fantastic Four character not called The Thing? Or is it called The Thing, but they're just not related at all? I don't know. The Thing. I don't... Listen, if you want to talk about movies, Hunter, go back to streaming. Stream and talk about movies, because it seems like you have movie buffs here that I'll be more than happy to talk about movies. I can't help you. I don't watch movies. I was actually, I was watching, when I was rewatching my old Passepartout videos, and watching my art time-lapse drawings, because I hate my drawings, and I think my drawings suck, but apparently it's enough that I can watch them. I was talking about how the last thing I watched that was like a recent thing that came out was the second season of Beastars, right? And out of curiosity, I looked up when that came out. The second season of Beastars came out in 2021. So, aside from maybe like whenever the second Knives Out movie came out, the Glass Onion movie came out, it was that, and then Beastars are probably the only like media related thing that I have watched in the years or whatever. I don't think I've watched anything since, at least not that I can recall. Did you watch Sky High? Nope, never heard of it. It's from our childhood? No, it's from your childhood. It's from your childhood. My childhood consisted of watching... Childhood movies are different though, because I've watched things in my youth because you didn't have the internet to keep you distracted a lot of times in my youth. But I also don't remember... I watched Goof Troop. I watched the Goof Troop movie a lot in my youth. I've watched Rush Hour. I've watched Coach Carter. I only thought that because Urban said Coach. I've watched the Disney like most of the animated Disney movies, if not all, almost all of them. And then I watched, there was like a series of movies done with a Chinese actor called Stephen Chow. Watched a handful of those because my brother was really into those, and we watched a lot of those because he watched a lot of those. I should also draw something while I'm talking because I'm just yapping and I'm not drawing anything. Sorry, this is supposed to be a chatting and art thing. I'm just gonna draw whatever. Who am I drawing here? I'll draw a Shaoran or something. I don't know. We're talking about like when I was younger. I watched a decent amount of things when I was younger. Whether I remember them is a different story. But I'm talking about like right now, nowadays. Childhood as time as in like the year of our childhood, whatever. But I've never heard of Sky High. I've heard of Skylanders, which I don't think is a movie. I think it's a series of figurines or something. Do I know how to draw Shaoran? Shaoran's hard to draw. My god, I need a pee so dang badly. Oh my god. What is it? What was it? The movie Big Trouble in Little Paradise? What about China? What was the question you were gonna ask? Big Trouble in Little China. Let me see. Little China? The question is does that take place in New York, in Chinatown? Is it a Chinatown movie? Is San Francisco's Chinatown? Oh, I don't know anything about that then. That's a different Chinatown. I don't think Oh my god. Wait, there's people chatting in the YouTube chat. Wait. Oh my god. I'm so sorry to people on YouTube. I, for some reason, cannot see the chat. I apologize. I'm so sorry I left people hanging. Let me look at it now. I still use the art that you made for me. Edward, thank you so much. I'm sorry for my delayed reply. I don't know why I can't see anything. It's so weird. Sunshines, I only saw the 2 arrows in my chat on OBS. I got better at art. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You're so good at drawing. Thank you so much, Mossy Dream. And I'm so sorry that I so late to see your comment. The OBS is messing me up. Oh my god. Can you do a quick tutorial? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so bad. I don't know why my chat thing is not showing the YouTube thing. It only shows like, it's like choosing what to show on the chat for some reason. Oh my freaking god. Kung Fu Hustle. Stephen Chow did Kung Fu Hustle. It's funny enough, I didn't watch Kung Fu Hustle. That's one of his movies that I didn't watch. I think that was the one that came out globally though, right? Because I know people watched that one. I watched his other movies. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm being so bad as a streamer. I'm so sorry. I also don't know what I don't know if I'm good enough for tutorials. I'm bad at explaining things. I think there was at one point I tried to do a tutorial when I was in my youth. It was so long ago. All right, I just have the YouTube chat on the side now. If anyone is gonna say anything from there, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at streaming. This is embarrassing. I should never stream again. Kung Fu Hustle fucking rips. I've seen like I remember seeing like gifs of it. It's like the lady with like the rollers in her hair. That's Kung Fu Hustle, right? Shaolin Soccer. I think that's a Stephen Chow movie. I think that was also that one that came out globally too, that people were able to watch or something like that. I watched that one a lot. Although, did I watch? But the thing is, I watched it a lot, but I also don't remember anything. I can't remember anything. I did remember enjoying Shaolin Soccer a lot, though. My brother really enjoyed. One of the ways that I watch a lot of media was because my brother would watch a lot of media. He was the type that would watch like everything, while I watched nothing. Actually, the only thing I would watch is like if it wasn't anime, then I was watching like a fucking like AVGN or some shit like that on the computer. It's one or the other. I can't remember the Stephen Chow movies I watched. One of them was like a gambling one, I think, and one of them was like he was a spy. But now that I've said that, I don't really remember the movies anymore. It's been so long, way too long. If you were to watch AVGN on stream, I'd be down. No, I'm not gonna watch his content on my stream. I have to muster up the energy. To be in the mood to watch AVGN. Because like some of his stuff is a little bit dated, so I like trying to watch his videos and then hearing him say the R word. It's kind of like, I guess people, and I know people were saying that back in the day, and honestly, people still say that now. Oh my god, I was on the phone with my brother the other day talking about like personal stuff, and he was like saying the R word. I'm like, okay, god damn it, why have people not grown out of saying the R word? Please, I don't want to hear it. It's one of those words that people have not grown out of saying. But maybe I'm just too PC. Oh my god, I need to use the bathroom so badly, but I don't want to get up. If I get up, I'm never coming back. Tell your brother to stream cool movie streams? No. I don't know if he... No, he does watch movies, because he was talking about... He tried to talk to me about K-pop Demon Hunter, and I didn't care. Ah! Thank you, Ancient Art, for the gifted sub. Thank you. Fuck. I need to... Okay, I was trying to look into, fixing that alert to something else, but I realized that the stream element overlay does not have the ability to edit that specific alert, only for the subs, which is why when someone subs, you see the little dumpling dancing around. But then when it's a gifted sub, it's like a little fucking the Twitch default thing, and I don't know how to change it. The thumping? Yeah, because I smacked my table. Whatever. You guys know me. You guys know I startled easily. Man. What's a good example of me getting startled easily? If you watch all the horror stuff on Vizno. Layers of Fear. That was a good series, right, Erner? Did you hit yourself? No, I just hit the table. It wasn't that hard of a hit. It was just like a... Well, I don't remember. I can't reenact it because I don't remember what it was because it happened so long ago. Do we have any horror content? Have we done horror? Oh, we have. I guess I couldn't remember. That giant cat in that not Vampire Killer stream. You mean Vampire Survivor? That was when I played Hollow Cure. That wasn't like a jump scare though. That was just a me freak out. Layers of Fear. Oh yeah, that's right. I played Amnesia. Okay. I never posted that video. I never edited that video. I said fuck that shit. I was thinking about that one large jump scare scream that I did when I played Convenience Store. Oh, when I didn't play it, but when Chris was playing Convenience Store. It's it can be frustrating at sometimes because like it's always like a genuine reaction for me when I scream at jump scares. But I know a lot of people also do that because it's like getting the reaction is what people like and stuff. But it's just a genuine fear. It's genuine. Is it okay to post clips? I don't know. Is it? Can people post? I think you can't post links on my chat. You clipped it? Get over yourself. Get over yourself. You're clipping my fucking screams. Fuck off. You can't. I don't know if mods can, but 2D security guard. 2D security. If I keep saying it, maybe something will come up, but nothing is coming up because you're saying 2D security guard. 2D security guard. Papers, please. That was a 2D security guard game. A dude going to work using the elevator? I mean, the only security guard game I can think of is the Night Shift. No, is it called Night Shift? I can't remember what it's called, but it wasn't 2D. It was like a guy who went into like his building at nighttime and he was going around each floor just checking like to make sure everyone was leaving the office, and there's like spooky stuff that happened. That had jump scares. I think it was called Night Shift. But how's it going, Diego? The animator. I see the YouTube chat now. I'm not ignoring people, I swear. It was 3D? Well, it was 3D in that you were able to walk around like in a 3D environment. The models themselves were like 3D, but they were like flat 3D, if that makes sense. They weren't like robust models. I don't know. It wasn't a stream game though. It was like a recording session that we did with Chris and Co. It was done by the Chilla Arts team. Which they've done a series of like horror games that people have played a lot of on stream and like videos and stuff. Became really popular, especially within like the VTuber community. It's not called Night Shift? What is it called? Hang on, let me look it up. It might not have been called Night Shift. Chilla's Art. Let's see their games. Night Security. Sorry, I was getting confused. I was mixing up Night Security and Closing Shift. The Closing Shift was the one where it was like you were a barista. What have I done? What am I clicking around? Hang on. Where's Opus? There it is. Not night security? Elevator? That's the one with had an elevator. So I don't know what other game there is. The Night That Speaks is one of the first games we covered that I still think of when it comes to we screamed horror content. The Night That Speaks? I don't know what that is. One of the first games we covered? As in like we, as in me? As in you and me? Is that the one that was like pixely? The one where you can stick your finger up? The middle finger up? Hang on. I'm getting so distracted. Oh yeah, it is. That was like the first foray into like scary games for me. For little old me. For little old baby me. I was a youth back then. I still don't know what the game is that Urban's referring to. Elevator? I don't remember playing a game with an elevator. It's possible that wasn't me. Good night, Ancient Arc. Thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for the gifted subs as always. All right, you're British or whatever. I don't know wherever you're from. It's late where you guys are. It's late for the Europeans. Uncanny Valley. Is that the name of a game? It's past 2 a.m. Oh yeah, it's like 6 hours ahead. Oh, I guess it's 7 hours actually. Yikes, it's late. Oh, hang on, let me look up what Uncanny Valley is. Game? Uncanny Valley game. Nope, nope, that does not look familiar even in the slightest. I have never seen this. So it was not me. It was most certainly not me. It doesn't look like a game that Rebecca would have played either, to be honest. No idea what that is. Oh my god, I need a pee so freaking badly. Should I just end? I really need a pee. I mean, it's possible that Rebecca played it. I just don't. It doesn't seem like a game that she would have played of all games. I feel like, but I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a long time since she streamed, so I have no idea. Oh my god, I can't figure out what I need to show on my. I can't try to figure out what chats I need to see. Okay. It's very similar to that. No idea. I think the closest game that I've personally played that was like that style was a game called Home, and I don't think I played that on stream. I barely played that game. I might have, maybe I played it on stream, but I don't remember doing it. I didn't play much of it. It definitely wasn't me. It didn't look familiar at all. Anyway, I've gotten better when it comes to like scary, like jump scares and stuff. I scream, but I definitely don't like cry. It certainly wasn't like how it was the first time I played Layers of Fear, and I cried. Also, Diego, I don't know how to respond to that. But, I will not. I will not do the thing that you have typed out in emojis. You see me play Home? Maybe I played Home on stream then, or I made a video of it. I don't remember. I remember playing a little bit of it, but I remember not doing much with it. Or not getting far. I didn't play that much of it, from what I can remember. I think VGA had checked out Home, didn't they? Someone did. That's how I found out about it. I don't remember who though. Oh my god, I need to pee. How long have I been going for? How long have I been streaming for? I can't even see. Maybe I can call it. 2 hours. Let me just. Sharon looks like shit. What are he has brown eyes here. I'm gonna add like a little bit of color to Sharon's eyes so it matches his fucking lover's eyes, and then I'm gonna call it. Is Chris streaming? He said he was gonna stream, I think, and I decided that I was gonna stream too. No, I was planning on streaming before, but he's supposed to be streaming, I think. Sharon shouldn't be here. You know what? What if I... No, I can't. He's in a different layer, isn't he? Wait. Whatever. What have I drawn? Oh. I drew a couple of things. Well, hang on. Let me figure out... Let me get everyone on screen. Hang on. Hang on. Show off my work. Sharon, you move over. Hang on, I'm just trying to get everyone posed for the picture. Okay. Oh my god, this is too long. This is a show of my work. Hang on. Oh, whatever. Right there. I need to use the bathroom so badly. Oh my god. All right, there. That was today's work, I guess. There. Alright. I wish I did more. I wish I could have done better. But, you know, I'm glad I got anything done at all. Alright, next time I stream, I'll be sure that it's not unlisted on YouTube so that people will see it when I go live. Stupid ass. Me is a stupid ass. I don't know if I'll be able to stream this weekend. If I can, then hopefully it'll be more Ace Attorney. If not, then whatever. But I don't know if I'll be able to. We will see. I will announce if I do. Till then, before you guys leave, let me go ahead and figure out the raid thing. Let me help out. Let me do the thing that people do. Raid. Bomb bite? How do you do this? Did I do it? Okay. Thanks for for watching. Thanks for keeping me company, and thanks for trying to talk to me about movies that I couldn't relate to because I don't watch movies. Raid over. I don't know how raiding works. If I raid now, do you guys move over to his stream immediately? Do I still stream? Do I still talk? I have no idea how it works. Anyway, I want to raid over, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's it. If you can't hear me, then bye.
Hey Sylvia, what's up everybody? We just beat a big giant robot and chilling out. Honestly, I've just been enjoying the game.
Alright, the
for myself
YouTube...
the last couple
Well, YouTube's probably not.
jabbering on about nothing.
And...
We're playing Bomber Cyberpunk.